Have you ever been struck by a remark so cutting that it shakes the very foundation of your self-worth, leaving you questioning your value in the eyes of others? Yes? Well, most of us face this form of disrespect on a daily basis, sometimes coming from a colleague, sometimes from a boss, and sometimes even from a close family member. In a world where disrespect is as common as the rising sun, the true test of strength lies not in the ability to retaliate, but in the power to rise above and transform every slight into an opportunity for growth. And today, this is exactly what we will talk about. The timeless Stoic wisdom reveals its secrets through 10 essential lessons designed not only to help you handle disrespect with unyielding calm, but also to turn the tables, reclaiming your dignity and inner power in every encounter. These lessons, honed through centuries of philosophical inquiry, provide a roadmap for transforming pain into purpose, chaos into clarity, and adversity into an invitation to become the very best version of yourself. Before moving forward, please take a moment to hit the subscribe button and like this video. This small action not only helps to spread these timeless insights, but also ensures that the wisdom of ancient Stoics reaches those who need it most in today's fast-paced world. As you journey through these 10 Stoic lessons, keep in mind that lesson number 6 is one you simply cannot afford to overlook. A pivotal insight that underpins the entire philosophy and can change the way you view every encounter with disrespect. Now, let the journey into Stoic resilience begin. Lesson 1. Cultivating inner calm. Disrespect often arrives unannounced, cloaked in the guise of careless words or dismissive actions that seem designed to unsettle and provoke. Yet, according to Stoic thought, the true source of disturbance is not the external act itself, but the internal reaction it elicits. By cultivating an inner calm, a steady reservoir of tranquility built on reason and self-mastery, you create a sanctuary within that remains untouched by the chaos of the outer world. The ancient Stoics taught that every insult or slight is but an external occurrence that does not have the power to disturb the mind unless given license to do so. Through daily practices such as meditation, journaling, and deliberate reflection, one can build a mental fortress that not only repels the storm of emotions, but also transforms each negative encounter into a moment of insight. In doing so, the mind becomes like a calm lake that reflects the world without being tainted by it, enabling you to approach every situation with clarity and composure. Lesson 2. The power of self-reflection. When faced with disrespect, the instinctive reaction might be to immediately react with anger or hurt. However, Stoic wisdom encourages a pause, a deliberate moment of self-reflection that invites you to scrutinize the situation with an unbiased eye. Rather than taking every word to heart, consider the possibility that the insult may be less about you and more about the speaker's own inner discord. By examining both the event and your response, you learn to differentiate between what is within your control and what is not. This practice of self-reflection not only helps to diminish the sting of the moment, but also serves as a tool for personal growth, enabling you to discover and correct any unintentional behaviors that might have contributed to the situation. With each encounter, self-reflection transforms a painful moment into a stepping stone toward greater wisdom and emotional resilience. Lesson 3. The art of pausing before reacting. In the heat of the moment, a split-second pause can mean the difference between a reaction that fuels further conflict and a response that upholds your dignity. Stoic philosophy emphasizes the value of taking a breath, a brief, conscious interruption of the impulse to react immediately. This moment of pause is not about suppressing emotions, it is about choosing to let reason prevail over passion. By allowing yourself this interval, you create space to assess the situation more objectively and to decide on a course of action that aligns with your core values. In essence, the pause is a powerful act of self-mastery. It transforms what could have been an impulsive outburst into a deliberate expression of strength, reinforcing the idea that while the behavior of others is uncontrollable, your response is always a choice. This lesson teaches that every moment of pause is a victory over the tyranny of immediate emotional reaction. Lesson 4. Embracing empathy to disarm disrespect. At the heart of every act of disrespect lies a complex interplay of emotions, often rooted in the speaker's own struggles, insecurities, and unresolved pain. The Stoics understood that by extending empathy, one could transform even the harshest insults into opportunities for connection and healing. Instead of meeting disrespect with equal hostility, try to view the situation through the eyes of the other person. Recognize that their behavior may be a misguided attempt to express their own suffering, a cry for help masked by aggression. This shift in perspective does not excuse poor behavior. Rather, it empowers you to respond with compassion and understanding, diffusing tension and diffusing potential conflict. Empathy becomes a tool for not only preserving your own inner peace, but also for gently challenging the cycle of negativity, paving the way for more constructive and respectful interactions. Lesson 5. Anchoring in the pursuit of virtue. Virtue for the Stoics is the highest good, a steadfast commitment to wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance. When faced with disrespect, anchoring your response in these timeless virtues transforms a potentially destabilizing event into a reaffirmation of your moral integrity. Instead of yielding to the lure of reactive anger or self-doubt, ground yourself in the pursuit of what is truly valuable. Every insult then becomes an opportunity to demonstrate the strength of character that comes from living according to your highest principles. This focus on virtue ensures that your actions reflect not the transient moods of the moment, but the enduring qualities that define a life of purpose and dignity. By consistently choosing virtue over vice, you send a clear message. External opinions hold no sway over the inner worth that is cultivated through unwavering commitment to ethical living. Lesson 6. Embracing acceptance. The unmissable lesson. Arguably the most critical insight in the Stoic arsenal, Lesson 6 centers on the art of acceptance. This lesson is a clarion call to distinguish between what lies within your control and what does not, a principle that forms the backbone of Stoic thought. Disrespect, no matter how cutting, is an external occurrence, one that falls squarely into the realm of things that cannot be controlled. Rather than expending energy on futile attempts to change the behavior of others or to exact revenge, embrace acceptance as a liberating force. Acceptance does not mean passivity or resignation. It is an active acknowledgement of the natural order of events, coupled with the wisdom to focus on your own response. By accepting that the opinions and actions of others are beyond your command, you free yourself from the emotional turmoil that otherwise arises from resisting reality. This transformative lesson empowers you to redirect your focus inward, where you have full authority over your thoughts, emotions, and actions. It is a lesson so profound that it can fundamentally alter the way every challenge, including disrespect, is approached and overcome. Lesson 7. Harnessing humor to diffuse tension. In the midst of tension and hurt, humor may appear as an unlikely ally. Yet the Stoics recognized its potential to diffuse anger and to reframe an adverse situation. Humor, when used judiciously, can serve as a gentle reminder of the absurdity of letting external negativity define one's internal state. It is not about ridiculing the other person, but about acknowledging the fleeting nature of insults and the often misplaced significance we attach to them. A light-hearted perspective can create a bridge between conflict and understanding, allowing both parties to step back from the intensity of the moment. By choosing to laugh, not in mockery, but in the acknowledgement of life's inherent unpredictability, you reclaim your emotional balance and disarm potential hostility. This approach, rooted in a deep understanding of the impermanence of external opinions, reinforces the idea that while the world may be rife with discord, the ability to find levity amid adversity is a hallmark of true inner strength. Lesson 8. Establishing clear and respectful boundaries. While Stoic wisdom advocates for calm acceptance and empathetic understanding, it does not suggest that one should become a doormat in the face of continual disrespect. There is a critical balance between understanding and self-protection, a balance achieved by establishing clear, respectful boundaries. By asserting what is acceptable and what is not, you protect your inner peace and reinforce your self-worth. Boundaries are not about creating conflict. Rather, they serve as a framework for respectful interactions, ensuring that your personal space and dignity remain inviolate. When disrespect occurs, articulate your expectations calmly and clearly, reaffirming that while you remain open to dialogue and understanding, your self-respect is non-negotiable. This firm stance not only discourages further transgressions, but also sends a powerful message. The strength of your character is defined not by your silence in the face of adversity, but by your commitment to maintaining a principled and respectful life. Lesson 9. The liberating act of forgiveness. Holding on to anger and resentment after being disrespected is akin to carrying a heavy burden that only serves to hinder personal growth. In the Stoic tradition, forgiveness is viewed as a liberating act, one that releases the soul from the shackles of past hurts. Forgiveness does not imply condoning the disrespectful behavior. Instead, it is an empowering choice to let go of the negativity that poisons the mind. By forgiving, you reclaim control over your emotional well-being, freeing yourself from the endless cycle of retribution and bitterness. This act of letting go is not a sign of weakness, but rather a demonstration of remarkable inner strength and self-respect. It transforms a painful memory into a lesson in resilience and opens the door to a future unburdened by the weight of old wounds. Through forgiveness, the energy once spent on harboring ill will is redirected toward constructive pursuits, nurturing a life rooted in wisdom, compassion, and unyielding inner peace. Lesson 10. Shifting perspective to embrace the bigger picture. In the grand tapestry of life, the moments that sting with disrespect are but fleeting episodes against the backdrop of our lifelong journey. The Stoic mindset encourages a profound shift in perspective, one that elevates transient offenses into minor footnotes in a much larger narrative. By stepping back and viewing the situation from a broader vantage point, you recognize that the opinions of others, however harsh, are ephemeral compared to the enduring pursuit of virtue and wisdom. This shift in perspective allows you to detach from the immediacy of hurt and to focus on what truly matters, the cultivation of a life characterized by purpose, integrity, and inner harmony. In doing so, every act of disrespect is reframed as an opportunity to practice resilience, to hone your character, and to ultimately emerge stronger and more resolute. This broader view reminds you that the ultimate measure of a person is not how they respond in the heat of the moment, but the consistent, unwavering commitment to living a life defined by reason and virtue. As these 10 Stoic lessons unfold before you, the timeless wisdom of ancient philosophy becomes a practical guide for navigating the turbulent waters of modern interactions. Each lesson serves as a stepping stone toward a more empowered existence, one where disrespect is not a source of internal chaos, but a catalyst for personal growth and a reaffirmation of one's inner strength. The Stoic approach teaches that while the external world may be rife with provocations and slights, the true power lies in the ability to choose one's response. It is a reminder that every challenge, every act of disrespect holds within it the potential to transform the mind and elevate the spirit. Reflect upon these lessons long after this video concludes. Allow the wisdom of cultivating inner calm, engaging in self-reflection, pausing before reacting, extending empathy, anchoring in virtue, embracing acceptance, harnessing humor, setting clear boundaries, practicing forgiveness, and shifting perspective to shape not only your responses to disrespect, but also your overall approach to life. In a world where negativity often seeks to undermine our self-worth, the Stoic path offers a beacon of resilience, a roadmap to reclaiming your power, maintaining your dignity, and ultimately turning every challenge into a triumph of character. Remember that every moment of disrespect is an invitation to exercise your inner strength, to build a foundation of unshakable calm, and to demonstrate that the true measure of greatness lies not in the absence of adversity, but in the ability to rise above it with wisdom and grace. The journey toward mastering these 10 Stoic lessons is not an easy one. It requires constant vigilance, practice, and an unwavering commitment to self-improvement. Yet, as each lesson is embraced, the inner fortress becomes more resilient, the mind more serene, and the heart more compassionate. The strength to handle disrespect, to turn its tide in your favor, lies not in reaction, but in the steady cultivation of an inner life defined by reason and virtue. The Stoic principles discussed here are more than mere coping strategies. They are a call to live deliberately, to choose the high road, even when the path is fraught with obstacles, and to find in every challenge a chance to grow. In the end, the legacy of Stoicism is a legacy of empowerment, a reminder that while the external world may be unpredictable, the inner self is always within your command. Let these 10 lessons serve as both a shield and a sword in the face of disrespect, a testament to the enduring power of a mind fortified by wisdom and a spirit emboldened by virtue. May the insights shared here guide you toward a life where every slight is met not with anger, but with the quiet confidence of one who knows that true power lies in the mastery of one's own mind. Embrace these lessons, and let the timeless wisdom of Stoicism illuminate your path to a more dignified, resilient, and ultimately fulfilling existence.